Hello everyone, it's Shel C from PaperOcotilloStudio and happy April 1st, happy April Fool's Day. Today's the day that I do my calendar art for the month of April and my vlog, which tells you what's coming up and my thank yous and stuff like that. So let's start out with what I'm doing with the calendar today. I'm going to use paint. So I'm masking off with some painter's tape everywhere that I don't want paint to get. And then I'm going to put, paper in between the pages. And I'm going to start out with some gesso over this. This calendar was a freebie from the Boys Club, and it's very thin paper, so I wanted to give it a little bit of sealing and, weight for my layers. April is supposedly in most places the month of showers, which bring the May flowers. So I'm going to be doing raindrops and blue type colors and water, and then also plan to use some sort of pink because this is also the month of the pink full moon. So starting out with white gesso and then going ahead and adding some paint colors and blending the paint colors in with my fingers. That's my first layer. So let's talk about what's coming up this month. I know I've been absent, and at the end of the vlog I'll tell you a little bit about that. I needed some time off to get my head straight. So I'm going to try to be back and, as much as possible, the same schedule that I had before here in April. So starting out strong with my calendar art. Also coming this month, there of course is the Pick a Stick Challenge. If you haven't joined yet, please do. Everyone's having a great time over at the Pick a Stick Challenge Facebook group. I also have a channel with Peg Robinson where we do a live every Thursday. And this upcoming Thursday, the 4th, which is in a few days, we'll be doing our Pick a Stick Challenge page, art journal page, live. Also, there is an artist trading card challenge and a altered tag challenge. So I will be trying to do those throughout the month, sprinkled throughout the month, with those one-word prompts that are randomly drawn with the Pick a Stick Challenge. I'm also going to be doing some sort of video for Gina Aaron's design team. The challenge this month is called Cut or Punch. So I have no idea what I'm going to do, but that will be coming up on the 16th this month. Also, somewhere near the 19th will be my full moon art for the pink full moon. That's the name of it this month. I don't know what it means yet, but I'll find out. I have a Facebook group that you can join if you'd like to do full moon art and do them once a month. So that will be coming up. And also, I have a mystery envelope challenge collaboration hop with Bea Grobe where she sends out an envelope and you make some stuff with it and everybody has the same sort of envelope, and then there's a hop that'll be coming up on the 26th. Also, I've got to do my animal portrait, not only this April's animal portrait, but also March's, because I did not get that done. So there'll be 2 videos with animal portraits using some sort of techniques and style. I don't know what animals I'm doing. I don't know what style or technique it's going to be, but those will be this month. And of course, there's also everything else that just gets sprinkled in there. I'll be trying to do every second or third day a video this month. So that's what's going on for this month, and there'll be some surprises that I can't remember that I'm doing until I do them, but those are the ones I remember. Also, I'd like to say thank you. Of course, there is a PayPal donation button below my video down in the box where it says show more, and you can donate to my channel. That helps me get more art supplies to show you on the channel. I do this for free. It's basically free teaching. You don't have to pay anything for it, so I always appreciate it when people donate. So this month the generous donations are from Lori M, Jan S, Grace Lynn N, Linda R, Claudia S, and Arlene B. Thank you so much, ladies, for donating to my channel. Okay, the next section is about personal stuff to me, and you may not want to listen to this. You may want to just turn the sound off at this point and continue to watch the art. But I know some of you who follow along with my channel closely and go, come to the lives and things like that are wondering where I've been for the last couple weeks and why there hasn't been any videos, and what's going to happen, upcoming things that are happening, and why that's all happening. And so I'm going to give you guys a little bit of information. This information is personal, and it's very personal to my lifelong partner, my husband, who has been diagnosed with metastatic colorectal cancer. This means that the cancer has returned that he had previously. He was treated and has been in remission, but it has returned. It is growing in his lymph nodes. It is inoperable, and so that makes those tumors stage 4. So he has stage 4 cancer. He's a private person. He doesn't have a cell phone. He doesn't have a Facebook. He doesn't like it when I talk about him in the public forum like this. He would prefer I did not. But I do want you guys to know what's going on and what's going on with me. That's all I'm going to say about him. But I'll tell you what's going on with me. I have been paralyzed by fear. Just fear of the changes that are happening in my life. Didn't want to do art. I didn't want to make videos. I didn't want to even get out of bed. I wanted to read books in my bed, have lunch, go back to bed, read more books, and just basically process the changes that are happening. This person has been in my life since high school. We dated in high school. We've been together forever. He is my best friend and really my partner in crime, the person who supports my channel because he allows me to do this instead of work. He works. He does all kinds of little things that support my quality of life, and the fear of something like cancer taking that away is immense. Also, I fear for him. I fear for the things that he might miss, like his kids getting married, grandchildren, being able to retire from his job. He's not that old, and there's things that he wants to do in his life and things that he's looking forward to. He was really looking forward to grandchildren, and he may not make it to those things, and that is horrible. That is horrible and unfair. So that's what I've been dealing with. That's what I've been thinking about. That's what I've been trying to process. Of course, there is a treatment plan. It's going to be medically treated. It's going to be chemotherapy. And do I know the prognosis? No. Do I have, any idea of what's going to happen? No, you can't know. And that is so frustrating, not to be able to do anything or have any power or stop something that you want to be stopped. It's unfair, and it's just, it makes me angry, it makes me sad, it makes me afraid. So I know that I've been telling you, and that I truly believe that art is a therapy that can help you work through things in your life, that you can art journal, you can paint, you can let all those feelings out onto the page, get rid of them. But I just have not been able to do that yet. I have not been able to function. And so I'm going to be doing better this month. That's why I'm starting out strong on April 1st. I've got my vlog. I'm going to get going. I'm doing some illustration here, as you can see on the screen. I'm drawing a girl with an umbrella, and she's going to use that bright pink umbrella to shield her from the rain of life. And of course, pink. I needed to use some pink because it's pink full moon. So she's going to be colored with pink. But I hope to have a video every second or third day through this month. I hope to catch up with the things like my animal portraits that I didn't do last month. And I hope that these art processes and playing in my studio and getting painty and inky will help me to process the changes in my life. But do be aware that I'm going to be busy doing things like cooking healthy meals, going to the infusion center and sitting around while he gets his treatments, um, taking him places that he wants to go because chemo is yucky. I know some of you've probably had it. It makes you sick. The treatment makes you sick. You probably feel fine if you weren't taking that stuff. I mean, well, not always, but you know what I'm saying? It's a terrible treatment for a terrible disease that nobody really wants to do, but that's the best choice that you have, especially when you can't even have surgery. So we'll be doing those things. We'll be going to the concerts. We'll be doing the things that he likes to do. He's going to try to work, but I don't anticipate that is going to last very long. And that's the reason that my channel's not going to be my number one focus for quite some time, but I'm still planning on doing this as part of my therapy and sharing with you what I'm doing in my art because people seem to enjoy that. I don't know why, but they do. So I went ahead and drew my little girl with an umbrella in pencil. I had a lot of problems with the legs. The legs just didn't look right. They still don't, actually. They look terrible, to be honest. But she's a long, tall drink of water because from her hip to her knee is really far and the bottom part is really short. But it's a caricature. It's whimsical. It doesn't have to be perfect. I haven't drawn a figure in quite some time, and does it matter? Does it really matter? It's just on my little calendar. It's not going to matter. So after I drew it in pencil and then went over it with some Faber-Castell permanent markers, these are India ink markers, and I use some different size line weights because it makes an illustration more interesting. Then I want to color it, and I need something permanent to color it with, which is going to be Spectrum Noir alcohol markers. Oh, there's the little sticker that says April so that you know what month this is in case you forget. I'd probably forget. Doing a little bit of shading with a China marker. This is like a waxy pencil. You can blend it a little bit with your finger. So now for the coloration, I'm going to use a little bit of pencil to start out with a little bit of shading because the graphite will kind of blend in as I use the markers. I still wasn't sure at this point what markers I was going to use. So did a little bit of shading with some pencil, some graphite. And then I'm just going through and getting different marker colors based on my chart and starting out with the skin tone. Now that I look at it, it would have been really cute to make like black and white striped tights on her legs instead of, because those are so cute, instead of skin color. But I wasn't thinking of that at the time. I bet it would have been cute. I don't know why I like those stripy legs. I like them on paper dolls. I like them in illustrations. I don't know. It's fun. But I didn't do it, so it's too late now. I guess I could go back and change it if I wanted to with some Posca pens. I could just write right over the top of those. Maybe I will. I don't know, but it's too late for this video anyway. If I sound a little bit funny, it's because the pollen is ridiculous. You know, I was talking about how the flowers came out in some last video that I did. I don't know. I was talking about all the beautiful flowers, and we went hiking and saw all the wildflowers because there's been a ton of rain and even snow this year. And the result of that is that there are a lot of flowers. There's also blooming trees, blooming cactuses. Everything is blooming. And the pollen is making me crazy. I have such bad hay fever and coughing and sneezing, and everybody in the family does. So I'm sure that the rest of you who have had all this wonderful rain and snow, and some of you are still having snow, are going to get the same thing this year with lots of blooming stuff and pollen, which is, they're so beautiful and you love to look at them, but man, they can make you sick. That's the reason that I sound like this. So once I got the skin and hair done, using multiple tones of the same color, basically 2 or 3 different ones, then I'm going to color the dress and the umbrella. And I'm using the BPs, the bright pinks from Spectrum Noir. They're literally called BP something, and BP stands for bright pink. So she is definitely going to be dressed in pink, pink boots, pink dress, pink umbrella, bright and cheerful and weathering the storm. So like I always say, if you enjoyed this video, please remember to give it a thumbs up. You can leave a comment or question below. Subscribe if you haven't already. Turn on those notification bells. YouTube's making a lot of changes again, so it's always helpful if you do those things to keep my channel being recommended by YouTube, hopefully, to other people who haven't found it yet. That's the way the channel grows, and that's helpful. As far as why I have told you these personal things about my life, it is not for pity. I don't need you guys to, say, oh, I'm so sorry, or any of those kind of comments. There's nothing you can do. There's nothing I can do. There's nothing any of us can do except for hope. If you would like to include him on your lists at your church for prayer, that would be appreciated. The more people praying, the better. That always helps. But other than that, not much anybody can do about this. So that's not what this is about. I'm just telling you what's happening. I'm telling you, what I'll be doing. I'm telling you what's happening with my channel and what's happening with my life, so that you're not wondering, because I know people are curious. People are always curious. And when you say one little thing, then they wonder what that's about, and they wonder what you meant, and then they want to know. So I'm telling you, I told you. So I put some polka dots on her dress. She's got kind of like a little polka dot action going on. I think polka dots are cute. Gluing it down with a permanent glue stick. And then I'm also going to go over it with some matte medium just to make sure that everything is really well stuck and sealed, and also over the sticker, everything with matte medium. And then I will add a little bit of shading after that, after I dry this up. Just a little bit. I drew some ground down there with the waxy pencil, the China marker, because I don't like people standing on nothing. That bothers me. So she's got a little bit of ground. I added some splatters because I like splatters, and they just make me happy. I used my white Posca pen for that. Also, white Posca for a couple little highlights and the polka dots on her dress. Just really, I couldn't survive without the white Posca pen, I don't think. Here's the matte medium, just going over some stuff and sealing in everything to make sure it's all stuck down, it's all sealed, everything is good for the entire month of me writing in this calendar. I dried that up and then just added a little bit of shading with the China marker. So that's it for this calendar art in this vlog. Yeah, bye-bye.